Now, Brian, you received an outstanding miracle from God. What were you suffering from?
I had levels in my blood of noradrenaline, which was 5 times higher than normal, and it seemed like that was causing, and that fluctuated, but it was causing an enormous high blood pressure and low blood pressure, up to 220 over 140, and down as low as 80 over 40. And with that, I used to get massive headaches. I couldn't stand up a lot of the time. Vomiting, nausea constantly, and that was going on for about 2.5 years. So it was very debilitating. I had, just constantly it was a struggle every day. The vomiting every day, the nausea just about every moment of every day was very debilitating, and I wasn't able to kick the soccer ball with my boys or walk up a set of stairs without holding onto the handrails.
And you're principal of the Bible College here and a pastor and minister, so you've got a few roles here at City Point Church. So how did that affect your work?
It was really affecting my work. I couldn't do as much as what I would normally do, and so I was having quite extensive periods of time off, or having to have somebody else do my lectures at the drop of a hat. Sometimes I'm in the middle of class and it would get too bad and I'd have to leave as well.
And you even said that sometimes ambulances were called to work for you.
Yeah, I had a number of different times where the ambulance had to come. The blood pressure was so high, and I spent a 11-day stint in hospital with it as well at one stage.
And you were losing weight?
Yeah, so I lost 16 kilos over the period, and it was actually progressing, continuing to progress down. It wasn't stopping.
And so what actually happened was in September last year, so to September of 2010, John and I happened to be sitting next to you at the Empower COC National Conference in Sydney. And I didn't know that you were a pastor. You were taking photos, and I was checking if you were unsaved actually, and it just came out that you were suffering from this illness, and I called John over. So tell us what happened when John prayed for you.
Yeah, well, John laid his hands on me, and I had been prayed for, as I just said, numerous times, and I've been a Christian for 32 years, and had the power of God and felt the power of God many, many times. But if I could quantify it, it was something like 100 times greater than the power of God that I've ever felt before. When John laid his hands on my head, I just felt like the power of God just exploded in my head and then just went throughout my body, and instantly because I used to get massive headaches with the condition as well. That went instantly. The nausea went instantly, and that was the last day that I vomited. I went back to the specialist afterwards, and I said, told him, and he goes, I don't really believe you. And last time I was there, my blood pressure was 200 over 140, and he says, well, let's take your blood pressure, and he took my blood pressure, and it was just absolutely perfectly normal. And he says, you are doing good, and I said, yes I am, totally.
So from that day of prayer, you've been healed and just regained your strength and health since then?
Yep, gained my strength, gained my health, and gained a kilo in weight every week. Afterwards, I just need to stop the weight coming on. So.
And what's that done just for your family life and for your work now that you're healed?
Yeah, well, it was probably only a week after or 2 weeks after that, for the first time in 2.5 years, that I was able to mow the yard. And I was mowing the yard, and my son Matthew, who was in grade 9 last year, he said, I've got my primary school dad back. It was the first time that I was able to also kick the soccer ball with him in 2.5 years, and so yeah, everything's back to normal. Every morning I wake up and I think, this is heaven on earth.
Mm-hmm. And you're back in full action now at the church, teaching and running all your courses and...
Yeah, fully. All the responsibilities back, and really loving every single moment.
And it's a great testimony too, just for all your students who knew that you were ailing and now that you're well.
Yeah, and not only the students but the whole church as well. They saw me struggling over the 2.5 years, and when I come back from conference, I could see that I was totally healed.